And so naturally this is creating trouble in the other areas. Trouble because it is a good news, as Jesus said. The good news that Jesus brought was always creating trouble because people know of their rights, people
and are liberated from the bonds of
yeah.
oppression that caused them to work as slaves.
Exactly. And so this is causing, like they have their own land laws where the people never give the land to the poor people. They make them work like slaves and don't pay them. And when the Christian missionaries go in, they stay there for 5 years, they open schools, educate their children, and then see the situation around. They try to educate the people. No, you need not work like this. When you work, you are entitled to a fair pay. They are giving this awareness to people. And so people come together and they are raising their voice against these landowners. The so-called landowners, they also have no right to own land like that without giving due pay to the people around. And so these people are against the church for doing this, but the poor people are surely with the church. And that is why even if they had to run to the forest to escape this violence, they are not giving up their religion. They are not giving up their religion. They are holding fast to Christ, holding fast to love.
So is the claim on many of these Hindus are forcing the Christians to abandon their faith and to become Hindus?
Yeah. Now, yesterday's news I read, there are forced conversion. They are calling it reconversion.
Reconversion.
Yeah, reconversion to Hinduism, which I won't agree, because these people in Orissa, they are tribal people. They were neither Hindus. They were what we call, in our history, they were animists, people who worshipped the forest, worshipped the natural elements. They never worshipped the Hindu gods or things like that. They were not Hindus, they were animists, humanists.
Well, is it my imagination, or does Hinduism teach nonviolence and peace?
Yeah, Hinduism basically is a religion of nonviolence. But I'm telling again, this is not a matter of religion as such.
So this is really not
It is disturbing, it is a kind of disbalance that came into the social structure that is creating trouble. And people are taking religion as a mask to attack Christianity, attack Catholicism. We are living in Kerala, where I said there is 100% of education and lack of violence. There is no violence. In this place, also there is almost 60% of the population is Hindus, and we are just 20%. There is no fight, there is no violence. Why? Because that system is already existing, where people are able to understand everybody. There is no slavery. So things are moving smooth. But in these kind of places where there is lack of education, people are not able to understand what is. So those who are educated, they are taking, those who are fundamentalists, those who have coveted desires out of this, they are taking religion as a cover to attack.
And
those people who are bringing...
Religion is being blamed once again for this violence. Now, have you ever personally experienced persecution for your faith as a Catholic, as a Christian?
No, and I have heard of violence taking place in different parts, and my senior priests have narrated to me the stories of violence, the stories when they were attacked in different mission stations. Some of them were put in the prison, for various reasons, and in the night their houses were attacked. But I personally have not experienced any persecution in my church in Agra.